Good evening, everybody. Welcome to tonight's Let's Talk Autism. You guys, I'm going to be off camera tonight because I am sick.
Oh,
And
that's too
I
bad.
am looking just like I feel. So, for those of you who are new, what this is all about, just another way for us to socialize, a safe space for us to talk about things that matter to us. Um, you can throw a question, share in the comments section, um, the good, the bad, or the ugly. And y'all have to excuse me. I think I have the flu. How you guys doing? And for those of you who don't know me, I'm Nita. We're here on Facebook. If you are coming through in one of the groups, make sure you click on the live video. That'll bring you to our live chat. We are actually on the main page, and I shared to the support groups. I'm also here on TikTok. Hey, TikTok. I'm not going to be on camera because I am sick, but thank you, Michelle. I appreciate that. So how you doing, Mr. Charles and Teresa?
Doing good.
Yeah, I'm doing fine. You did awfully good, Nita, to make it here. I think everybody in the group would have understood if you'd canceled tonight. But anyway, I sure hope you get your rest you need and you get to feeling better soon.
Yeah. DeAndre will be in a little bit, but his sister will be here. So after I get off of here, I am going to take me a nice hot shower and let that steam get into me and then take some more medication and go to bed. Hey, Kelly, how are you?
Hi, Kelly.
Kelly
Hi,
says,
Kelly.
good evening. So sorry to hear you're not feeling well. Virtual hug and a coffee. Yes, I definitely need it, Kelly. Thank you. And she also says hi to Teresa and Mr. Charles.
Hi, Kelly.
Hi, Kelly.
So I'm not gonna talk too much because I'm just not feeling well. I'm gonna let you guys kind of lead the conversation. If you guys in the group have a specific topic, because we don't have a topic for tonight, it's just open discussion as usual. But if you want to throw something in the chat, feel free. But I'll let Mr. Charles and Teresa go forward. If I see anything, I'll put it up.
Yeah, maybe that's the thing you can do. Put up, the comments in the chat, and that way, we can address, whatever questions they have, whatever concerns they have, whatever.
And then we can answer them.
Okay. Good deal. Oh, I'm sorry. But besides that, how are you guys doing? While we're
Doing
waiting
good.
to see if anyone has anything they'd like to share in the chat.
Yeah, I'm doing fine. Cindy and I taking it easy this evening. We went to our meeting today, and then afterward we went out to dinner and came home, and this is where I'm at now.
Okay. Hey, Monique. How are you?
Hi, Monique.
Hi,
And
Monique.
how's Justice? How's he doing? Yeah. So, anyone do anything exciting the weekend?
I know David has a dentist appointment coming up.
What was that?
A dentist appointment?
Oh, okay. How does he do at the dentist?
He does very good.
He does. Okay.
I have had no issues with this dentist at all because they work with they see kids who are on the autism spectrum.
Okay.
That's good. Yeah.
That's good. Yeah.
Last night, Cindy and I went over to my stepson's house, had a party there. We played spades.
Oh, you guys had a good time, huh?
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, after we got eliminated, first we kicked my stepson's butt. Him and I forget who he partnered with, but we kicked their butts anyway first. Then next game though, we got eliminated, and then I went in another room where some people had football game on, college football game, and I watched Oregon come from behind to salvage their number one ranking.
Okay. Kelly says, I have to give a big shout out to my Jordan, Elijah Caden, for turning, I hope I said that right, for turning 20 years old tomorrow. All right. Happy birthday. Big 20. And Justice is fine. Good. Good.
That's good. Yeah, yeah.
That's good.
Hopefully he's regained his sight.
Hopefully what?
He's regained his sight because I heard that Justice was blind.
Oh, goodness, Mr. Charles. Oh, my goodness. That was a joke, you guys. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, Monique's son's name is Justice. And Mr. Charles he's our class clown here. Mm-hmm. Yep. So, I was doing some parts on DeAndre and I's journey. I have 2 more parts to do on TikTok. I couldn't do it today because I just felt bad. I'm on number 9.
I
But
watched those videos.
You watched them?
Yes, I did. I watched
I'll
from 1 to 7.
Okay. I'll have number 9 up tomorrow. I'll try to do it in the morning when I'm feeling my best after my coffee. Get it done. I said I would just do 10, just a little basics of what I went through starting this journey. So for those of you who haven't checked it out, check it out. It's on TikTok. And let me know what you think, or let me know if you can relate.
I even watched that video of that other doctor too.
Oh, that was some good information. He really
Yes,
gave
it was
some good detailed information about autism. Understandable, you know.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So that was a good video, especially good for those who are just starting out on the journey. What are you doing, dog? Okay. I'm not in the chair. Now he's looking at me sitting on the video. I'm on my bed.
I discovered, just looking at Facebook a little while ago that it was. I was reminded that I should say that it was today, 28 years ago today, that Cindy and I first met.
Oh, awesome, Mr. Charles. So y'all meeting anniversary. All right.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, at the time, we would have had no idea that we would ever be anything more to each other than casual acquaintances. But
Well, that's awesome, Mr. Charles.
that's when
you know,
she saw her friend Heloise sitting with me, and she asked Heloise, "What's up with that?" Because Heloise had told all her friends that she would never consider, dating, much less marrying interracially. And here she was with a white guy now, and so, anyway,
Get out of there.
yeah.
Well, that's awesome. And then there's that love, autism and in love.
Yeah.
So you guys don't ever think you can't. If you're on the spectrum, there is love. There's always hope. Mr. Charles is definitely proof of that.
I just came up with something, Nita,
What is that?
of a good thing. I've seen it on Facebook quite a few times. Of how would you feel if your child got banned from going on a field trip?
How would you feel if your
Child got banned from going on field trips?
Okay. So you guys chime in if you're in the chat. what are your thoughts on your child not being included on a field trip?
Well, first thing, of course, is if I had a child on the spectrum, and that happened, I'd want to know why. Because the reasons why would have a lot to do with where I would proceed from there. Because maybe there's a valid reason, or maybe it's not necessarily a ban from all field trips, just one particular field trip that they realize would be a problem. That would have a lot to do with where I would go from there.
Okay, let me answer this from Kelly. Kelly says, Nita, do you have a transition plan in place for DeAndre, or is DeAndre on a waiver waiting list? Actually, Kelly, when he got out of high school, he immediately was transferred over to the adult center, which here in Michigan is still part of the Detroit public school system. So no waiting list, no waivers. They automatically, if your child graduates with a certificate, they automatically can transition over to the adult center until they are 26. So he gets to stay at that school till he's 26. So it's a school / life skill centers. They focus more on the functionality of our children functions, but they still have lessons, homework, and Sammy, get out of there. They still have lessons and homework, and they do life skills. The building is equipped with everything they need. They have a little makeshift apartment. They have a bank where they can earn school bucks. They have a store. It's awesome. I love the center. But yeah, to answer your question.
Yep.
Okay, and we'll get back to the original question. How would you feel? Teresa, since you brought it up, what are your thoughts on it?
I think I would be very upset, and ask a bunch of questions of why my child got banned from going on a field trip. I would be going up to the school and asking questions.
Definitely.
I mean, one of the things I think back to is that when I was a kid, I generally chose to opt out of field trips.
Okay.
I just wasn't comfortable with the variation from the normal school routine.
Okay.
Let's go this way. Come on.
Monique says Justice got banned once because at the time he was having bad meltdowns that they said made him dangerous to himself and community. I felt sad, embarrassed, and disappointed. I had many feelings, but now he's not so bad. Okay. Now sometimes there is legitimate reasons because the schools would be responsible for our kids. And if they don't have the supports in place, then I can see them, not wanting to take them. But then that would make me want to advocate for more supports in the schools to allow them to be able to go.
I think there you address just exactly what I was saying.
Hi, David.
A lot would depend on the reasons for the ban.
Let me block this person. Hallie, you're blocked. Delete that comment. Goodness gracious.
Sorry,
I'm
here.
Now, but yeah, you know, we always want our babies to be included. But then if they weren't included and they had the supports in place, then that's a different thing. Then I'd be mad. But then, yeah, definitely advocate for more support.
Probably need to wash one up, probably.
Kelly says, thanks, Nita. I would be upset if there isn't a reason for the decision, especially if it wasn't discussed. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And then I would feel, yeah, they should definitely talk to the parent, you know, and see if other arrangements can't be made. I'm saying mad, but made.
And the thing is, too, if the child caused a disturbance on an earlier field trip, did they talk with the parent about it? Was there any conversation then?
Yeah, Monique
Or
says she
are they
understood.
suddenly now, surprise, we're banning your child from field trips because of some incident that you as a parent knew nothing about?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So definitely communication. Yes, I think in some instances, like I said, it would be a liability for the school. But, if the supports are in place, there should be no excuse that our children are not included in field trips.
I know. Like this Wednesday, my son has a field trip, but he can't go because he has a doctor's appointment. But I mentioned to his teachers that on the next time these field trips go on for his 8th grade year, I want to be involved and go on these trips with him.
Yeah, there's another solution right there. Yeah,
Because
definitely.
sometimes in junior high, they don't allow parents as chaperones.
Okay.
But his teacher has to talk to the administrators there and see if that can happen when more field trips come up for him, if I can go and be there with him and help him out. If
Okay.
anything happens to him, I can work with him and calm him down and all that.
Yeah, good idea. Yeah, I know here we have to, and it's a good idea. If you are in Detroit Public Schools, they do a background check. So for anybody who wants to plan on participating, I would suggest to do your background check at the beginning of the school year, so you'll have that in place. I think you have to have that even if you're volunteering in the schools. But yeah, that's another good solution, Teresa. Yeah,
Yeah.
be involved. Hi Hector, how are you?
Hi,
Hector
Hector.
says, I so totally understand with what you are going through. I just went through the same thing. When you say that, what banning? Did your child get banned from a field trip, Hector?
Or is he talking about he just got over the flu?
Oh, oh yeah, with a cold.
It's like with my son's school, the kids who are in special ed, they have a choice if they want to go on the field trip or not. If they don't want to, they can stay at the school with with one of the teachers there.
Okay.
So they have a choice. His teacher gives her students a choice if they want to go or not, which is a good thing.
And then I'm sitting here. If they use the word ban, did they permanently ban this child? Period.
It was a kindergartner.
A
It was a kindergartner
kindergartner.
who got banned from going on a school field trip.
What was their reasoning?
It didn't say in the article because it was shared all my friends and all that. And so when they shared it, but they didn't get into much of the details. It just said a kindergartner who was on the autism spectrum, who had multiple disabilities, was banned from going on a field trip.
And that's unfortunate that they didn't give the reasons why, because that can make all the difference in the world.
And they wouldn't even let the parent go on the field trip with the child.
Wow. Hector says, no, they didn't let my son go on any. Really?
Really?
What was their reasoning, Hector? Tell us more. This can help someone. What was their reasoning for that? Was it a behavior issue or supports issue? Was he in a school that had the supports? As you come in, please show some love. Thank you, you guys. If you are viewing from inside the group, make sure you click on the video. That'll bring you here. I'm sorry. Here to the live chat, but make sure, even if you aren't staying around for a while, please show us some love by hitting that thumbs up. Hector says because of his autism and the meltdown. That's not good enough for me. I think I would be upset. I would want to know specifically. I'm sorry that happened to your child, Hector, but yeah, I would definitely want to know specifically where's the supports. Yeah. Inclusion, especially in this day and age, is very important.
But then it also hurts our kids who who are not allowed to go on these field trips. They feel like my son says he feels like an outcast when he doesn't get to go. But he's always had that choice of going or not going. Is the pan ready?
Yeah. We need him to watch it? Yeah.
Okay.
I have him watching up there.
Okay. It's time to go check on more food now.
Yeah. So again, yeah, Hector, I'm sorry that happened to your baby. Kelly says it's so confusing that schools want to be inclusive, but then want to pick and choose activities. I would definitely ask questions. Hector, sorry you and your child went through that. Yes. Definitely ask questions.
And I would call for an ID and ask why was my child excluded from a major field trip and all that.
Hector says the school he was in didn't really let him participate in any school activities, really, and they didn't help him with that at all. I would pick him up the first hour of school. Really?
Wow.
Oh, so sorry.
Yeah. Any activities, even like extracurricular things, school clubs, whatever. I don't know. That at a certain point you got to wonder why.
Right.
And you got to demand reasons.
So Hector, was he in a SPED class or was this just general mainstream schooling? If he was in a SPED class, then yeah, I would really be upset because they should have those supports in place so that they can participate.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I can see various things that could come up. Even a child who's got toilet issues, and maybe he'll use the school restrooms, but not certain whether he may wet his pants in public when he's out there on a field trip.
Yeah.
I can understand concerns like that.
Yeah.
But but the thing is, parents have a right to know why.
Definitely. Like why? Yeah, I would definitely want to know.
Get water.
And if parents know why, they may be able to address the reason. Hey, here's something I can do about it. Here's how we can address that problem. Versus just decision ban the child from going on them.
Yeah, automatically. Yeah, that's sad. I see Sheila Burns. Hi, how are you? Make sure you click on the video to join us in the live chat. I had to go inside the group. So make sure you click on the video. That'll bring you to the live chat. Yeah, that's definitely can be a sad situation, but to use the word ban, banning a child from all field trips, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Anyone else want to add to that? If you're just coming in, we were talking about kids on the spectrum who have been banned from going on field trips. If you want to chime in, feel free. And as you come in, please share some love. Hector says he was in a school that SED class. Then I see some schools have the isolation rooms.
Yes, he was in a special ed class, so yeah, they ought to be able to make accommodations for kids in special ed.
Yeah. Now you mentioned isolation room, Hector. Please elaborate on that. What do you mean? Did they have was it a sensory room? Or was it just somewhere they put kids? That word just doesn't sit well with me. Isolation room.
Yeah. And sometimes it may even be, that there's some situation on a field trip that was created a sensory overload problem for a child, but on other field trips they're not going to be doing something that would create the same problem, but they just we don't know what's going to happen, so we're going to ban this child from going on field trips.
Right.
We don't know how he's going to react, and maybe the parent understands. If the problem is explained to the parent can understand why the child had a meltdown on that particular field trip, and can tell whether, okay, what are you doing with this upcoming field trip? You're not doing anything like that. Well, this is not going to be a problem then.
Hector says that's what they put my son in. He used to be a janitorial closet. What? And then with their COVID funds, what they did with Turner janitorial closet. Oh, they turned it into an isolation room. Oh my.
Oh man, yeah.
Yeah, I never had to. I'm sorry you guys had to deal with that. If that happened, what steps did you take? Um, did you speak up about it? I mean, what happened? Is it still there? Cause oh no,
Yeah, yeah.
locking a kid up in a closet. That's abuse.
Yeah,
Yep.
janitorial
Hi,
closet.
hi, Elizabeth. How are you? Elizabeth says, not sure if I can ask a question. Oh, sure. This is open discussion. Off topic, but what does everyone think of ABA? My son is on a waiting list, but I'm not sure if I want to go through with it. He is very aggressive. He only lasts 1-2 hours in school. Well, I can only speak for myself and my child. ABA was a godsend. Um, we did in-home ABA and we did center base. The main thing is that your child clicks with their RBT. If there is, no chemistry there, of course it's not going to work. I would suggest, if you are going to try ABA, to start off doing in-home ABA. That way you can see what's going on. And as a parent, you can always share what your likes and dislikes, and make sure they're doing the things that are in your plan, because you help make the plan up. But ABA doesn't work for everybody. I do have to say that. But for my son, it works wonders. It worked wonders. And to this day, he still has, even though he's not in ABA, he still has that relationship with his RBT, because she now started a social group for the boys. But yeah, you definitely have to make sure, if you don't like one RBT, you can always speak up and ask for another one. But I would definitely start in home instead of center base.
I know where.
Anybody else?
And from everything I've heard, ABA has played to mixed reviews, but what I have heard about it seems to suggest that it works very well for kids who are level 3 or level 2. Maybe not so appropriate for kids who are level 1.
Okay.
I know here we have a wait limit, a waiting list.
Okay.
So I'm gonna get my son on a wait on a. He'll come up with ABA, but there's a wait list too.
Yeah, a lot of states have waiting lists. Hector says, I didn't get anywhere. Some lady got on the news and complained about it, and they helped her and not me. Wow. Wow. Well, hopefully something was done. Yes, I agree, Monique. That sounds illegal. That really does, to lock your child. I would be furious. Be furious. Hey, Denise.
Yeah, you
Hello,
can call
everyone. This is sad to hear. The school needs to be reprimanded with legal action. Definitely.
Yeah,
Definitely.
they can call it whatever they want, isolation room, whatever they want. The fact is, it is a janitorial closet. It might not be used as that now, but that's what it was constructed to be. And we know what janitorial closets are like, and that's not appropriate to shut a kid up in there.
Not at all. Isolation room doesn't even sound, right.
Yeah, well,
You're welcome.
isolation room sounds like it's a classroom-sized room. Sounds to me, if they weren't explained, it sounds like maybe a classroom-sized room where the child can calm down. But this is a janitorial closet. Come on now.
You're welcome, Elizabeth.
Yeah.
And if you're part of our support group, feel free to ask the same question. A lot of parents have tried ABA. Kelly says, I never had the opportunity for ABA. However, Jordan had several therapists that worked in the home and center. Okay. Awesome. So glad to hear that. Thank you.
I'm trying to find that article that went where I saw it at.
Okay. Denise says, take notes and visual aids to help open a case. Yep, I would be taking pictures and everything else.
I would document everything.
Monique says, ABA really works for justice. Awesome.
Very good.
Denise says, no child should be treated like that. Mr. Hector, please follow up with this immediately. Yes. Yes. Hector says they still have the room. Where are you located? And the lady got a settlement. Utah is going to come out with the same type of isolation room for their school, I've heard as well. Really? I don't think parents are gonna let. I just, not this day and age. I probably can see that happening, back in the day when people didn't know any better. But for them to do that now with so many parents speaking up, that's a shame. And if they do create an isolation room, then
Oh,
they all should be in jail somewhere.
It's
I
on.
don't know what I did here.
okay.
But they all should be, you know, now we have sensory rooms, and they are rooms feel Gabrielle, let me block you. They coming tonight, boy.
Yeah, yeah. What they trying to sell stuff or?
These doctors
Oh
with
yeah,
the magic cures.
yeah, yeah. That yeah.
I have to get rid of them. Uh, Hector says when you walk down the hallway, you don't even notice. It's that scariest part about it. Yeah, Hector, as I was saying, like here, we have sensory rooms. So when our children are having behaviors to calm, it's like a calm down room. They have the swings, they have the dim lights, they have a sofa or a chair in there, bouncy balls, puzzles, they quiet where they can have quiet time. But an isolation room, a closet, oh my
Yeah,
God, that's terrible.
yeah, yeah. They can call it whatever they want, but the fact is, it's a janitorial closet.
Yeah. So I hope you can uh get that situation.
And she found it, Nita. It happened to her grandkids.
Yeah, he's
Her
in
grandkids.
Spokane, Washington.
Oh, that's happening in Washington. Now you say it, the ban happened to her grandchild.
Yeah, and they live right here in California.
Wow.
All because he had sensory issues and he was on the autism spectrum.
Wow. Oh yeah, that's a lawsuit. If they if they banned him just because of his diagnosis and nothing more, then yeah, uh, I would be suing. I'm sorry. Kelly
Yeah,
said if parents are aware this is going on in the schools, the isolation room. Now, if they are, yeah, I'm hoping everybody speaks up, because that just doesn't sound right.
yeah, and of course the parent doesn't know. The parent, well, the isolation room, well that may conjure up a totally different picture in the mind of the parent. Probably not an image of a janitorial closet. So you know,
Yeah,
She
that's too
she hit
sad.
it. She hit the.
What happened?
She put it on hide because she was getting a lot of rude comments.
Oh wow, that makes me feel bad now. You know,
Yeah.
uh, with my disability, I didn't get anywhere or no help. Okay, so are you on the spectrum also, Hector?
Yeah, where's your chips at? Where's your chips at?
Uh, ooh, my nose, you guys. Yeah, that's terrible. I hate to hear that if they're banning just because of a diagnosis.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, it could take more than that for them to decide that this child should be excluded from field trips. Take more
Right.
than just a diagnosis with autism or ADHD or whatever.
Yeah,
Uh,
There should be
like
something specific they've observed that indicates that this is going to be a problem.
I spoke to her. I spoke to her Friday night when she told me about this, and said she had to hide it from her Facebook page. That they are filing, going to the district there, the school board, and bringing it up with the sped classes there, because the kid was in the autism program there at that school, and so the school banned him,
Oh wow.
and so no, yeah, they're filing a lawsuit against the school for
Okay.
discrimination, and also bringing in the ADA.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, good for them. Hector, so you were diagnosed when you were a kid, and you have two boys on the autism spectrum. Okay. All right. Yeah, those isolation rooms sound like something they had, back in the day when they just didn't know no better.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it sounds like the next thing you need is medieval torture rooms.
Right. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Or what goes on in some parts of the world where they subject autistic kids to cruel exorcism rituals because they assume that they're possessed by demons.
Cause they assume what?
There's some parts of the world where kids with autism are often subjected to cruel exorcism rituals
Oh yeah.
because they
Oh yeah.
assume that the kids are possessed by demons.
I've seen some documentaries on such things happening to our babies. Hector says it feels crazy to be a disabled dad with two disabled kids. We have wild meltdowns at times. Okay, so you all have your meltdowns together, but I can understand it probably happening. But you seem to be doing good, right? And how do you handle it when your boys are having meltdowns? Do their meltdowns trigger yours?
I think that one right there, Anita, with Hector, what's going on with Hector and all that. I think that's another one, a good one for next week's topic.
What's
When
that?
our kids have meltdowns, how do we feel when they have them?
Oh yeah, yeah. Mr. Charles, I'm gonna ask you. So I
Yeah.
know you're level one, but has there ever been a time that you realized you were having a meltdown?
Well, I think my meltdowns, I think I had them, but they took the form of crying.
Okay,
I got too confused with the situation, not sure what to do, or people didn't understand what I was trying to tell them, and I would start crying.
okay, okay. Denise says, "Do you have any family support?" Yes, Hector. That's a good question. Do you have any support? Sometimes I do, and sometimes I just blow it off. Okay, but you learn how to deal with it. So yeah, Denise asks, "Do you have any family support? Is it just you and the boys, your wife? Do you have any other family that helps out?"
I know my support system is my brother and my parents
Okay,
and my brother's friends.
okay, good. It's always good to have uh, a support system.
Yeah,
Oh,
because last Friday it was a crazy one. David got home from school, and then he had to do one of his assignment, and then after that, about an hour later, him and my brother went to one of the coworkers' ranch and watched the fighting game, the Mike Tyson's boxing match.
okay.
And he didn't get home until 10 o'clock, and he did very well.
Well, awesome. Kelly said, I do think Jordan feeds off my emotions. He doesn't like arguing or yelling or loud laughing. He will bite his hands, excuse me, and get overstimulated. Okay. Oh, here's another one. Oh my God. Mr. John,
Same
let
one.
me block you. Goodness gracious, where are y'all coming from?
It's the same one, but different person posting it, sharing that.
Goodness
Same person
gracious.
coming on under different IDs.
You're right. I have to block everybody that comes in. You're getting blocked. Block, block, block.
Yeah,
uh, yeah,
it's
DeAndre, uh, I showed a video of him going through sensory overload, melting down a little bit. He usually does good when we are around family, but Thursday just wasn't his night. My niece had a little birthday party. He was excited to go, and we, as soon as he came in from school, I think that was part of it too. He was tired, but we went straight over there so we could, participate in the birthday festivities. But he did well for the first 10 minutes. And then there were, you had the kids running around and adults talking and laughing. And the next thing I know, he just went into STEM mode. And it didn't get any better. I tried everything I could to soothe him. I'm not gonna, yeah, it got worse. So I knew I had to get him out of the situation. So when we got home, he was just fine. It was too much. I guess all the noise coming from this way and that way, and the kids screaming and running around was just too much for him.
yeah, that would be
Yeah,
David gets like that at school.
sensory overload.
Yeah, and then they had to remove him and take him outside and just let him just chill on his phone and all that.
Okay, calm. Hector says, just my two boys and I. Their mother passed away in November 2018 from a pulmonary embolism. Oh, I'm sorry for your loss.
Oh boy.
And she was 7 months
Ooh.
pregnant. Oh, no.
Oh,
I'm so
Oh,
sorry.
that's too bad.
I'm so sorry. Well, I know I can imagine you're doing the best you can do. And I salute you for that, for being a dad on the spectrum, taking care of two boys on the spectrum. So big ups to you.
major applause to him.
Yeah, major. That's right. That's right. Okay, you guys, it is 10 minutes. This is an opportunity for you guys to come up. If you have something you want to share, if you just want to say hi to everybody, if you have an event coming up, if you have an organization, if you have a group you want to talk about, we use these last few minutes to invite you. So I'm going to put the link in the chat here. Just click on the link and come on up. If you want to share something inspirational, feel free. So link is in the chat.
How's Miss Linda?
She's okay. She wasn't feeling good again this evening, but she's doing okay. She'll probably be with us not next weekend. I think next weekend is the holiday, I believe. I won't be
Actually,
on.
next weekend is not. It's the following weekend that's the holiday.
Okay. Well, she'll probably be with us next weekend.
Good, because then I can talk to her.
Yeah.
Because of what you said to me that I should talk to Miss Linda.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Because this year Thanksgiving falls the latest it ever does. Falls on the 28th of
what,
November.
Mr. I don't even know what day it is.
It falls on the 28th this year, which is the latest it ever can.
Denise says, oh my God, I'm sorry for your loss. Keep your head up and stay strong. please follow up with that school and don't take anything less for your children, Hector. God bless you. Yes, Hector. So sorry for your loss. Well, this has been an awesome discussion tonight. I'm sorry I couldn't show face on the camera, but like I said, I look just like how I am feeling. I'm sick as a dog.
I
And
will.
I think I caught this from being over at my niece's house. I call it the cooties. You know, when you get around a lot of kids and you catch a cold or something. So I woke up this morning actually feeling really, really bad. I mean, really bad.
And could you have caught it from Sammy?
No, I don't think
Yeah,
Sammy.
well, because you said you're sick as a dog.
Oh my goodness, Mr. Charles.
When you messaged me today, and I was like, "What does Nita message me for?" I was like, "I'm gonna come online and all that. It's no problem at 4."
I needed help tonight. I thank you guys. I appreciate you.
No.
I appreciate
Yeah,
each.
we're glad to come on with
Yeah.
you, and always glad to share whatever we can with whomever.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. Learn, share, and support one another.
I don't mind coming on, doing the thing and all that, and
thank you. I pray you feel better. Take care, and enjoy your week. Thank you, Denise. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna once I get off here, I'm gonna go take a hot shower. I need the steam to open up my nostrils, and then I'm gonna take some medication and get into bed. I'm thankful my daughter will be over here tonight, so she'll handle her brother and make sure he gets off to school in the morning, so I can stay in the bed.
That'll be good. Yeah.
Well rested.
Yep. Yep.
You
I
need
got to
to
get
feel
rid of
better.
this half a celebration. My son has an induction celebration for the top 40 under 40 on Tuesday, and I got to be there.
All right.
My oldest son. Yeah.
Okay.
Kelly said, yes, take care of yourself, Nita. Thank you, Kelly. I shall. I shall. I shall. So I'm going to put the link in one more time. Anybody wants to come on up, feel free. In the meantime, anything you want to share, Mr. Charles, before we log off tonight?
Yeah, nothing really. I think we've covered things pretty well. The concerns that parents raise here. Just encourage Hector to hang in there
Yes,
with everything
please
that's
hang
going
in
on.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, make sure you make some noise about that isolation closet, because that just doesn't sit too well with me.
Me neither.
Yeah. The fact is, it is a janitorial closet, no matter what they call it.
Right. Teresa, you got something to add?
I was just gonna say what Mr. Charles said too. You need to stay on top of what Mr. Heck. You gotta stay on top of this.
Definitely.
Yeah, I mean, it's like if you call a torture chamber a dining room, you can call it a dining room, but it still is the torture chamber.
It is school board involved.
Definitely go to the school board. Yeah, if the school, and I wouldn't think anybody on that board would allow that,
Yeah.
Hector says, I have some paperwork. I just need to find help filling it out. Okay, paperwork for that situation. See if you can go through. Do you have any organizations near you that can help you with paperwork?
Yeah, and even the local autism society, somebody there might be able to help you out.
Yeah.
There's an
So look up the
society
Autism
Spokane.
Society. See if you got one close to you,
Or
or even, or you may be just be able to call and see if they can help you, online or something.
Yeah.
so the rehab center will help too.
Hector says, I have civil paperwork to fill out now. I had to find somebody to help me fill it out. Okay. Denise says, head directly to the school board. Keep in touch, Hector. Yes, please let us know how things turn out. Make sure you try and get in touch with the Autism Society if you need help with paperwork, or if you have any other autism organizations around you that may be able to help close by. But give them a call and see what they can do for you. And
Yeah.
on that note, everybody, I thank each and every one of you. And as usual, I appreciate you all. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for being here. It's all about us learning, sharing, and supporting one another. And until next weekend, I will talk to you guys later.
And feel
Every,
better.
everybody have a good night, and you feel better, Anita. You get your rest.
Thank you. I shall. Thank you.
All right.
All right, everybody. Good night.
Good
See
night.
you next week. You too, Kelly. Have a wonderful week. I appreciate you. All right. See you later, Teresa.